Hi guys, my name's Emma and let's talk spooky stuff. So today I'm doing a request review and this one is from Scott and it's for Girl House. And I'm gonna start off by doing a little apology. I actually recommended this to one of you guys. I actually have it here. Chris, I believe, yeah, Christopher Haskell. I'm gonna do a shout out to you. I hope you're watching this. I actually recommended this movie to you without watching it first. I didn't recommend it to you be like, oh my god, it's the best. He mentioned that he really missed the slasher sorority house type movies, and I was like, oh, someone recommended this movie to me called Girl House. Maybe you should check it out. Not what it's about at all. So I'm sorry, Chris, if I gave you a rude awakening, because it can happen with this movie. So pretty much the movie is about cam girls. To be honest, cam girls, like porn girls, camera in your room, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm sure you don't pretend you don't. I know you guys, you're shady, you're on the internet just like me. So this movie focuses, I'm sure you can see where it's going with a horror movie, but it has a kind of like a little cool twist to it. It starts off with a boy who kind of gets scolded by this girl and teased and taunted. Not really teased, maybe more embarrassed. And then he does something really devastating or horrendous to her. And then he's kind of grown up. You can kind of see where his life has taken a turn because of this event. He's kind of scarred by it and it raises him up to be a creep, a complete creep. And I don't think I really like that stereotype, but it's interesting in this form. So after that little intro, it introduces you to the actual main character, which is a girl who's kind of struggling at uni. Her father's just passed away, so she's decided that in order to help her mother out with the bills and to pay for her college, she's actually gonna do some live camming. And she's doing that in her dorm or whatever, and her roommate's giving her shit for it. And then somehow, it's not really explained, but it's fine, she decides to take the plunge into this place that's called, I'm pretty sure it is called Girl House, yeah? Into this like website that actually records girls doing live cam shows 24/7. They're not meant to do it, or they're not pressured to do it, but you know, they set it up, they really glamorize it, which I don't like. Not that I don't have anything against porn, trust me, but they set it up to really glamorize it and you know, bring them into the industry being like, you don't have to do anything, you could just, you know, go in the shower and we'll give you a lot of money. Anyway, that's besides the point. So they start living in this house all together, and then you know, there's some shady characters coming in, and then you realize that the guy from the very start, the boy, actually is a fan of this house and contacts the girls regularly and is a little bit of a creep. So I'm sure you guys kind of get a feeling for the movie just with that description, so I'm gonna leave you with that. But the vibe overall of the movie is, it's just a little bit unrealistic. I did enjoy it kind of to a point, and I mean, if you're a slasher fan, you'll probably really like this movie, but I just think it's a bit predictable and the characters are very unrealistic, but I kind of like the fact that it had an interesting subject matter that was a little bit different. And mind you, this movie has really good production value, so it's not bad to look at, especially if you like naked girls. But by no definition do I think it's a masterpiece. There's some little inconsistencies in this movie that really ticked me off. One was the girl, I know this is gonna sound really weird to all you guys, holla, you're 75% of you that watch me, but the other girls, they may want to know this. There's some inconsistencies that I found in the continuity, especially this one scene where the like big, you know, head boss walks in and he springs one of the girls who's like wearing a full face of like a mask, like a you know, moisturizing mask or whatever, a mud mask, and she runs off and she's like, oh, you didn't say it was dropping in today. And she runs off and then comes back literally like 15 seconds later with a full face of makeup, and things like that do not fly with me. Like, I know that took you longer, and I just felt like inconsistencies with that were a little bit strange, and the characters were kind of solid, the main ones. I did really like this one character that came in who was the love interest of the main girl, and I thought that he was very well developed for what it was, and I really liked that aspect of it. But all of the other characters are quite shallow, except for obviously the killer, which, surprise, surprise, you know who that is, and the love interest and the girl. I thought everyone else was just very like sexualized, and it was kind of sad because I feel like this movie, I don't really know what message it was kind of bring, except for having a slasher movie and a porno kind of mixed together, which surprisingly this movie isn't very raunchy at all, and I've seen a lot more sex in a lot less of a porn set. But also kind of intriguing because you haven't really seen a horror movie like that before. What I'm trying to say is this movie is interesting, intriguing, but also not really a great payoff. I'm gonna give this one a personal score of 5 out of 10 because it's kind of halfway there. I'm gonna give it a scare score of like 2, and originality, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 because it's a slasher, you know what I mean? It's just in a different setting, but each to their own, and I hope you guys check this out. Have you watched this movie? Let me know down in the comments below what you thought. It was kind of like a strange trip, and it was something unusual or different for me, so thanks for recommending it, Scott, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Stay spooky. Bye.